What's up, happy fabricators? Hope you guys are having a great day. Now in this video, we're going to be showing you guys a tool that isn't traditionally used for TIG welding, but I find myself more and more using it for welding applications. In this video, I'm going to show you what those applications are that I've found it useful in, and maybe you'll decide that it's something you want to keep in your toolbox. So what is this mystery tool? Today's mystery tool is rescue tape. Now on its list of applications, it says plumbing, automotive, boating, household, and electrical. Now, none of these things are necessarily welding, but if you look at the specifications for this tape, a lot of these specifications apply directly to welding. This stuff is rated for 950 PSI. We have high pressure applications with welding with our gases and stuff like that. It is rated for 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Welding obviously is high temp, and it is rated for 8,000 volts. So you can use it as an insulator for electricity, and as we all know, we have to use electricity to weld things in most cases. So without further ado, we're going to go through one by one and show you the specific applications that I've found this helpful for in welding. So one quick thing I just want to preface here is most, if not all, of these applications are temporarily field fixes. They're not necessarily a permanent solution for the problem or scenario, but it'll definitely get the job done in a pinch. Okay, so the first application that I find this super helpful with caters to its high temp capabilities. So like I said before, this is rated for 500 degrees Fahrenheit. So what you can do with this stuff is basically build any size of cone you need to get into a tight place. This stuff comes in various sizes and colors. So we have black 1 inch here. I've got some black 1.5 inches, and then I have a little bit of clear 2 inch left over here. And hopefully this will be enough for our demonstration, because we'll just say that we need to weld down in here, and obviously we can't get all the way down in there and get proper gas coverage. Yes, you can maybe stick a number 12 or 16 FUPA on there, or big lens, doesn't have to be a FUPA. But another option is take our cone off, our 2 inch emergency tape, and the clear stuff is really cool for this because you can actually see your tungsten and see what you're doing. And I'm just going to wrap this directly around the gas lens itself. Now, unfortunately, this is the bottom of the barrel on this piece, so the very remnant, like all tapes, doesn't always work the best. So hopefully we have enough to demonstrate with here. And now I've got myself a nice long cone for getting down inside of a tight space. So we'll do a quick demonstration here, give you a close-up on what this is going to look like. We can drop our tungsten all the way out so that we've got just a little bit of stick out on that guy. It's clear so we can see through it. We can see the arc kind of down at an angle. So if we look down there, we can see it is far from a perfect weld, but it was shielded pretty well, and we were able to get to it down inside that 2 inch crevice down there. Able to see our arc through the thing and have a little bit of grace there with the flexibility of our cup we're able to build there. So since this is only up to 500 degrees, you're probably going to only use it in applications like this where you have low amp stainless steel or things similar to that where you're still kind of lower amperage running. But in a pinch, I've done this multiple times and it's been very successful. Okay, so the number 2 way that this tape has got me out of a pinch has to do with its electrical insulative properties. It says it's rated for 8,000 volts. So I don't know about you guys, but I've had multiple times where I'm welding for hours on end and your torch is getting old and I blow through, especially right at the neck here. For some reason, that's where my torches fail the most. Well, now for sure I keep a spare torch in the toolbox, but maybe you've just got a couple inches of weld left, or you don't have a spare torch in your toolbox. This stuff will get you through. So what I've been able to do multiple times in the past is you just cut yourself off a section of this stuff, and you can just peel a piece of this stuff off. It doesn't stick to anything but itself, but it stretches nice and tight to the throat of your TIG torch, and you can give this stuff a couple good wraps so that you're looking something like that. and you are ready to go and finish the job. So like I said earlier, this is not a permanent solution. I do not recommend this for a permanent solution, but in a pinch, it has saved my butt so many times. And the third and final way that I've used this has to do with its high pressure tensile strength. It says it's rated for 950 PSI. And as we all know, we have gas lines on our welders, and sometimes those get punctured or fatigue or whatnot. And I've been able to wrap this stuff around an argon line or even an air line sometimes and get yourself out of a pinch to be able to get the job done. Sometimes I use it not in direct relation to the welder, but maybe to my extension cords. If your insulation got peeled off on a sharp piece of metal or something like that, this will allow you to cover it up real quick, create a safe environment to finish the job. Like I said, this is not a permanent fix, but it is a very good thing to have in your toolbox as a just in case, create a safer environment or make things function to get the job done. So hopefully you found this helpful. I know this is something that I keep in all my tool bags. It comes in various sizes and colors and shapes, anywhere from 1 inch to up to 3 inches wide, I believe. I will leave links in the descriptions if this is something you're interested in. Another thing, there are multiple brands of this. The name brand is Rescue Tape. There are other off brands that are a little bit cheaper. Leave that up to your discretion, which one you want to choose in the event you do so. So once again, thanks for watching. If you want to see more fabrication content, click some of the links that are going to pop up here. Make sure to like. If you want to be notified of upcoming videos, hit that subscribe button and go build something, guys. This is definitely some interesting stuff. It's unlike anything that I've ever used before. It's not sticky. It doesn't have an adhesive on it. It's got a clear backer just to keep it clean and not to stick to itself, because that's what it does, stick to itself. So stuff is stretchy and elongates and won't stick to physical things. But it sticks to itself extremely well. You can see you can fold it over on itself like so, and now it won't release from itself. So definitely interesting. It's on there. Now I gotta cut it off. There you go. And go build something, guys.